everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing really well. I'm filming this on the day it's going up, so Sunday the 22nd of December, and I've got 25 minutes until my brother picks me up to go to the pantomime. So I thought that I would quickly film this video and then edit it and upload it later on when I'm home. So in today's video I really wanted to film a video all about our family's Christmas traditions. I must have been watching a few of Mrs. Meldrum's videos a couple of months ago. I actually hadn't heard of her before, and then she came into like the news a lot, didn't she? Of like some controversial stuff and people trolling her and all this. And so I watched a few of her videos, and there seemed to be like quite a few Christmassy ones. And in one video she spoke about all their family traditions, and then it came up with like more and more videos suggested about people's traditions, and I thought that would be really nice. I love hearing about people's Christmases and what they have planned and what their family traditions are, and I just thought it would be nice for me to make a little video and tell you mine. So I've written up my Christmas traditions in my family for the lead up to Christmas, Christmas Eve, the big day, and then between Christmas and New Year as well. I have probably forgotten like loads of little things, but these are kind of like the main things that we do. So when it gets to December, my parents are separated, so not separated, they're divorced, and have like new partners and new families, and so we always talk about which day everyone wants to put their trees up, because it's tradition for me and my brother to come around and help both of them with their trees. At my mum's house, it normally starts off me and my sister decorating, and then she gives up after about 4 baubles and then I finish it. But we have certain baubles that specific people have to put up. So my brother always puts the tree on the star on the top of the tree, and then he has this Santa decoration that he hangs himself. And tradition at my mum's house is for us to watch the Gavin and Stacey Christmas special. This is the last time I'll be able to say that, because now we're going to have to differentiate, aren't we? The first Christmas special, the second Christmas special. But it's tradition now for us to put the Gavin and Stacey Christmas special on. Most of the jokes go over my sister's head, and have it on in the background while we decorate. We normally replay it about 3 or 4 times, and we watch, once we kind of finish decorating the tree, it takes a long time, and mum's decorated the house, we normally sit down and then we will watch the behind the scenes extras as well. And yeah, that's our little tradition at my mum's house. And then at my dad's house we all help with the tree. We get it done quite quickly actually, and he's got a lot less decorations than my mum. And we normally have some Christmas music playing in the background. But yeah, we normally have to arrange what time everyone's doing their tree, because this year I had to do mine on the 30th of November, because on the 1st, which was a Sunday, we had to arrange I was going to be at my mum's at 11:30 and then my dad's at 4 o'clock to be able to do the trees. As well, in the lead up to Christmas, for the last few years now, my dad and my stepmum have got their Christmas food shop delivered to their house. And it's become tradition now for us to look through the Sainsbury's, Tesco, M&S, anywhere basically, their Christmas food catalogues, and we pick my birthday cake from there. So this probably started like 4 or 5 years ago. Now I don't have a normal birthday cake with them. I get a birthday cake at my mum's, I get a birthday cake at my dad's. I mean, there have been times when I've had boyfriends and had like a mini cake from them. I can't eat that much cake, and I get a bit sick of it as well. And there have been times when my mum and dad have bought me the same one and not realised, and so I can't, and so normally I pick a Christmas themed pudding to be my birthday cake at my dad's house. Last year I picked some kind of salted caramel and chocolate like shoe buns that were all attached to each other, and they were in the shape of a wreath, and then they just stuck candles on the top. I've had a snowman kind of cake before, yeah, and I've circled a couple of things this year and said just pick between them, but there were like a Santa's belly cheesecake, there were mini like chocolate mousses. I've had one of those chocolate domes which you pour the sauce on and it all melts. and yeah, just anything kind of Christmassy. That's my birthday cake at my dad's every year, and it just makes it easier because it's a pudding that we'll all probably eat anyway, and then it's gone. Rather than like a cake where you all have a slice and then it's like, oh, but we've got the rest of the cake left. And I don't really like calling the caterpillars, if I'm honest. Yeah, so that's my little tradition there. And then also the lead up to Christmas, we always go to the pantomime on the last Sunday before Christmas. I don't really know why that is, but that's always been the way with my mum and her side of the family. And so yeah, we always do it on the last Sunday before Christmas, which is nice. And then it's become a little tradition as well for us to go for a meal afterwards as well, so that's very nice. On Christmas Eve every single year, my nan always says to us, I'm just gonna have an open house all day, and she does some baking. She makes the most delicious cheese twists. They are amazing. They're my favourite, but they're also her husband's favourite, and so we both like are kind of fighting for the cheese twists. She also does like sausage rolls, and she just has loads of food out on the table really, and everyone kind of comes in like dribs and drabs, so you're not guaranteed to see everyone in my family. By the way, I've got a really big family. I've got loads of cousins who have partners and children, and yeah, so you're not guaranteed to see everyone, but it's nice to kind of just see people, see Nan, have a little bit of food, and just get excited for Christmas, and she's done that for years. On Christmas Eve as well, we have started getting Christmas Eve boxes. This is only a new thing though, and I know they've only become popular in the last few years. I think if we didn't have young siblings, then we wouldn't get them, but because our younger siblings get them, me and my brother's parents are like, well, maybe the bigger two should have them as well. At my dad's house, we have to arrange everything at Christmas so well. At my dad's house on Christmas Eve, so we always go to dad's first in the evening, and we have this big box which is called the, I was going to say my last name then, the last name's Christmas Eve box, and we all have something in there, and normally it's like a little selection box and a new pair of pyjamas, and we sit down and we watch the snowman, and maybe we have a bit of food, and then we're like, oh, I'll see you tomorrow on Christmas Day, and then we go from there to my mum's house where the doorbell rings. So at my dad's house, the elf brings the box, and they have to wait till the evening till we're there to open it. In my mum's house, the doorbell just randomly rings, and then we go and answer the door, and there are 3 boxes outside, and we bring them in, and there are Christmas Eve boxes, and I don't think we're getting as much this year as we have done before, but I've been really treated before at Christmas Eve boxes and had like Christmas mugs, hot chocolate, marshmallows, snacks, a new DVD, new pair of pyjamas, loads of stuff. And yeah, that's really nice. This year I am sleeping at my mum's house on Christmas Eve. Since moving out, so I've been out for 3 Christmases, 2 of them being, well, one of them was in a very new relationship, so we didn't spend Christmas together, so I stayed at my mum's house. Then I was still with that guy, and so we both stayed in my flat. I woke up in my flat, and now I'm single again, so I'm going to stay around my mum's on Christmas Eve because she doesn't want me to wake up by myself on Christmas Day. So that would be really, really nice, and we'll probably just settle down and watch like a Christmas film or something. But I give myself this rule that I have to be asleep by midnight, and that doesn't always happen, but like if I'm on my phone, at least now it's kind of developed to, if I'm on my phone and it's like 11:59, that's it. I have to put my phone down and I can't look at it until I wake up in the morning. And I think from being a child, I had the rule I had to be asleep by midnight because Father Christmas, I thought, came at exactly midnight. But now I'm a bit older, I think it's more, I will look at my phone and then people start texting me happy birthday at midnight, but in my head it's not my birthday yet. So if I'm asleep then and then I wake up and it's my birthday and then I can start saying thank you, I think that's why I do it now. But yeah, every year my friend Emma, her husband, like his family, they throw this Christmas Eve party, and now my friend Emma throws it, and she always invites me, but I never go. I'm never going to be someone who goes to a party on Christmas Eve, goes to a pub on Christmas Eve, gets drunk on Christmas Eve. I can't think of anything worse than having a hangover on Christmas Day. being moody on Christmas Day, getting hardly any sleep before Christmas Day because it's such a long, full-on day for me. Yeah, there was one year where I did have a nap. But yeah, I'm always at home with my family and I need to be asleep by midnight. So on Christmas Day it's also my birthday, and so we have a little tradition where this has been the tradition in my family. When it's anyone's birthday, you have to stay in bed. You're not allowed to get up when it's your birthday. You have to stay in bed and wait, and then at about 8 or 9 o'clock everyone will come in with your birthday cake and sing happy birthday to you and give you your birthday cards. So I still get that. I kind of wake up and we open our stockings, open your stocking in bed, but I have to wait. And a couple of years ago I stayed on their bed in my sister's room, and I think my mum came in and was like, "Oh, Merry Christmas, Maisie, can I borrow you please?" And then so she went out and they got the cake ready, and then I had to stay in bed and wait for them to come back in. But yeah, that's our little tradition and it's very sweet. We always get ready for the day first. Because it takes me a long time to do makeup and stuff, I just get dressed and like brush my teeth and that. I don't have any makeup on, but we have never been a family who goes into the lounge in our pyjamas or anything like that. We've always kind of got ready for the day and got dressed. And then we go downstairs and we always pop a bottle of champagne or Bucks Fizz or something. None of us really like champagne, so I think my mum's now changed it to Bucks Fizz. Pop a bottle, get our drinks ready, and then we go into the lounge when we're all ready. That's always been our little tradition. Also with sharing Christmas between families, we've always done, we have the morning with our mum and then the afternoon with our dad, and that's kind of worked out quite well, and that's what everyone kind of expects now, so that's what we always do. And in the evening, for the last 2 or 3 years, my Auntie Manda has done a games night at her house on the evening of Christmas. And it's not like board games, it's really interesting. Honestly, it's like the most amazing games night you could ever have. Her and her partner, they make things out of wood, and there'll be like a big wooden board with different size holes in, and then written on it is like how many points you get, and you have a ping pong ball and you have to bounce it off the launch pad and it's allowed to bounce twice and then see what hole it goes in. Or they had a darts round last year where you throw a dart and then it lands in a category, and then you get asked a question about this category, but depending on how close you got to the bullseye is how many points you get for your team. We're always in teams. There's like a golfing section. She's done play your cards right with a higher or lower, like fast-paced buzzer rounds. We have buzzers that sound like animals, and just lots of stuff like that. Really, really fun. Last year as well, we all got a lucky dip, and we had Christmas woolen hats that were flashing hats. How cool is that? So they like lit up. That was amazing. And my aunt's partner's family, they go to bingo throughout the year, and they collect all their bingo prizes and they wrap them up, and then we have a raffle. So if you came first in that round, you got like 20 raffle tickets, and if you came second you get 10, if you came third you get 5. Then everyone in the winning team overall gets so many tickets, and everyone in the second team overall gets so many tickets and stuff like that. And it's really, really good. And then between Christmas and New Year, we always arrange like a proper games night around my nan's house that everyone goes to, and we bring board games and stuff like that, and that's like really fun as well. We've got a few people who get quite competitive, me included, so sometimes it's just so chaotic. There's people shouting, we've had people crying before, it just all goes on, but we are a very competitive family. One of my cousin's wife had a baby shower, and there was a quiz about how well you knew her, and oh my goodness, our family was so competitive and her family were just like really quiet, whereas we were shouting out the answers like, did we get it right? We're a very competitive family. But yeah, they are all our traditions that we have over Christmas. I don't actually feel like there's that many, to be fair, but I also feel like they're just ingrained into us about what we do at certain points of each day. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video and it gave you more of a bit of an insight maybe of different traditions you could have, or what my Christmas tends to look like and what's kind of expected of me and my family. I would love for you to write down below what your Christmas traditions are. Are there certain days that you see a certain member of your family? Do you arrange a games night and all this kind of stuff? Because I would love to know. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I've got a bit of a sore throat now, but I'm about to go to the panto and shout even more, so that'll be great. Yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in a few days in my next video. Bye.